and welcome to my Big Fat British Bladder Tumours YouTube channel. I'm new on this platform. I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Hopefully I'm going to wing it and let's see where we go with this. So let me introduce myself. My name is Anita. I'm 47, and when I was 45 I was diagnosed with a rare and aggressive type of bladder cancer. It was small cell, a neuroendocrine small cell tumour. The prognosis was very grim. I was told if I had no chemotherapy I would be gone in 2 months. So obviously having chemo was the right thing to do. And I went on to have 2 lots of 6 palliative chemo. By the time my cancer was found, it had already gone through the bladder wall, into the muscle, into the fat. It had gone to my liver, it had gone to my hip bones, it had gone to the humerus in my right arm and the ulnar in the other. Things were pretty grim. It wasn't my best year, let's say. And the thing is, I had no idea about bladder cancer at all. Like, no idea. Didn't even know it existed. What I realise now is they're now saying that bladder stones can lead to having bladder cancer, and so can ongoing UTIs, which I had for 24 years. My son's 24 and I had infections all the time, and I think even one year, I think it was pretty much nearly every month I had infections. So in June 2015 I had gone into hospital and had my bladder washed out. I was informed by my urologist there were thousands upon tiny little bladder stones. Came out of hospital, I felt okay. I'd had issues. The year before I'd had sepsis twice and double pneumonia and hadn't been particularly great health-wise. And there were still ongoing health issues. But, you know, June 2015, I was doing okay. And then in the August, I started to poop blood. Not every time I had a poop, but maybe every other time. And on the 29th of August, I decided, actually, I'm not going mad. And I took a picture of the toilet and sent it to my husband saying, look, this is what's happening. I don't understand. We went to our GP. He ordered me a colonoscopy. I had that done, I think, in the October or November, and was told I was clear. There was no problem. No other follow-ups, no nothing. In the December, I thought I'd suffered another infection. I was so tired, I was slurring my words, I felt rubbish. So I went to see my GP. Well, I didn't see my GP. We had a thing. I would drop a bottle of pee in, they would test it and just do me a prescription so that I didn't take up a valuable appointment for someone else. In the January, I still felt rubbish. I'd finished the antibiotics, I felt a bit ugh. So I went back to the doctors. There again, I was given more antibiotics. After about 5 lots of antibiotics, sort of, we're looking mid-February here, I began to wonder maybe things weren't so great. And I would put my symptoms in, good old Dr. Google, don't use him, and scared myself witless. But then thought, come on, these things don't happen to somebody like me, they happen to other people. So, long story short, a locum sent me off for an ultrasound, which I had, and was informed as I was leaving the room, make sure you speak to your doctor. Luckily enough, my doctor called me that day, and I'd asked him to look at the results, and he suggested I get in contact with my private urologist. So he said, oh, well, I'll do a referral. I then received a letter saying, we've booked you in for a cystoscopy, and a cystoscopy is where they put a camera into your bladder so they can have a really good look. And I had that done a couple of times before, and it always looked like the bottom of the ocean with bits of plankton floating past. You know, there was nothing that great in there. So on the day I turned up and sort of went in, got told to lie on the bench, which I did, and she put the camera in and, wow, blow me down. There was my tumour. It looked like a red, angry, scaly doorknob with like bits of coral coming off it. And I knew straight away it shouldn't have been there. I was a bit stunned and I waited for someone to tell me what it was. In the end, the consultant came over and said, you know, you do realise this is most likely cancer. At that point, I think I switched off. I don't think you hear those words. So whatever he said to me after that, I had no idea. But that kind of started my journey. So I guess for today, what I want to do, I want to give you some facts. So every year in the UK, over 10,000 people are diagnosed with bladder cancer. 10,000 people. This is a common cancer. This is a cancer that lots of people are getting, and it's not an old man's thing anymore. Look at me, I don't look like an old man. Young men, young women, children are getting bladder cancer. I mean, this is just like, oh, and one of the bad things, one of the bad things about this type of cancer is that there is actually only a 50% survival rate. I mean, that's like the flip of a coin. Am I going to live? Am I going to die? It has the highest recurrences out of all the cancers. And it also is the most expensive one to treat on the NHS because of these reoccurrences. And it can go on for years and years. It can still keep coming back. I mean, when I was diagnosed, I was told by the nurse, you know, don't worry. What we do is we scoop it out. If it comes back, we scoop it out. And we just keep doing that. I mean, it was very underplayed. I mean, this is a killer. This cancer is a killer. Just like breast cancer and testicular cancer. These are killers. Bladder cancer is a killer. And I don't understand why we're not talking about it more. Why we're not shouting it off the roof saying, actually, people, come on, you know, you need to be aware. Is it because it's pee? Is it because we're embarrassed to talk about it? It's pee. We all pee. We pee many times a day. Let's get talking. The NHS campaign at the moment is Blood in Pee. Look before you flush. Totally recommend you do. Get to know what colour your pee is. If you go on the internet, you can see there are charts showing you what your pee looks like. You know, if it's orangey and it's a bit smelly, it could be you're dehydrated. It doesn't mean you've got cancer. Neither does it mean you've got cancer if there is blood in your pee. But if there is blood in your pee, even if it's only once, I urge you to go to your GPs. If you're not happy, if they don't even entertain the idea that you might have bladder cancer, because that's what happened to me. Nobody thought it would happen, you know. Oh, I'm a girl and I'm too young. Well, hello, I'm terminal. Go get second opinions and keep going back. I wish I'd done that. I really wish I did. Can't live on what ifs, I guess. What we do know about bladder cancer is if you're caught early diagnosis is a lifesaver, okay? So you might have peed blood once, go to your doctors, they send you off for an ultrasound, then a cystoscopy. Yes, you've got cancer. Do you know what the good news is? Because you've gone early, you might be one of the lucky ones. You know, early diagnosis can save roughly about 80% of the people that get diagnosed with bladder cancer. Women are more likely to be misdiagnosed because GPs tend to think it's more of women's problems, gynecological problems. Yeah. Stand your ground. Yes, they're doctors, but they're not God. We all know our own bodies. I remember shouting down the phone at my doctor saying, this isn't an infection. It doesn't feel like an infection. Maybe I've got kidney stones. Maybe there is something else wrong with me. I don't know what it is. You're the doctor. Help me. Just to be told, oh, we've left another prescription for you. You know, not the best doctors. Thankfully, I have changed now and I have lovely, lovely doctors. Yeah, so symptoms. Blood in your pee, first one, major one. Although it doesn't always happen like this. I have spoken to a couple of other people and some have had no symptoms. In that case, just really fucking unlucky. Yeah, so I think I just swore there. I'm really sorry for swearing. So yes, blood in pee. Let's get on with this. Blood in your pee. You might need to pee a bit more. Maybe it hurts when you pee. Maybe you've got lower kidney pain. Maybe you just feel really, really tired to the point where you're sleeping all the time you can. That happened to me. And by the afternoon, I was slurring my words. I was so tired. You know, get to the GPs in your first instant and keep going on about it until you feel satisfied. Had I done that, maybe my prognosis wouldn't have been terminal, but the good news is I have outlived my prognosis for now. According to my oncologist, he expected the cancer to be back last year, and it's not. Bless you. I think my cat just sneezed. So for me, life is good. I kind of now, I want to help others. I want to help you. I want to, oh my God, show you how you can live having a cancer diagnosis, even a terminal diagnosis. It's you know, you have, the way I see it, you have two choices. You know, you could curl up and hide under your duvet for the rest of your life, or you can get out there and live. For me, my cancer diagnosis has made me more confident. It's made me realise that there is not enough time for me left, you know. I have to grow up. I have to be responsible for my own health. And I have to live the life, live my very best life that I can, just for myself. Yeah, I think I've waffled. I think I've waffled a lot. But, so recap, bloody pee, painful peeing, lots of peeing, lower back pain, fatigue, slurring words. Go to your doctor. Go and see and ask, could this be bladder cancer? Might just be an infection, who knows? But you don't want to risk your life on, who knows, you know? So, yes, I think that's enough now. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm so sorry if it's all been like blah, 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 blah. Hopefully, with a bit more practice, I will get better. And please, by all means, please drop me messages. Let me know your story. I really want to get this out here. I will be doing, I would like to do a video of changing the stoma and showing you that actually it's not a bad thing. Yes, it's a life-changing operation, but you can live a perfectly normal life with it. So for now, I'm going to say goodbye. Have a fabulous, fabulous weekend and take care. Bye.